these boats in a very short space of time. This is a sport very conscious of safety.
John Hill with another 400 points, Jones with 300, Williams with 225, fourth place Bjerkins with 169, Gruber with 127, his first on the board, and then Curtin with another 95 in spite of all those problems, and that was the situation after Heat 2.
Can you follow me?
Jonathan Jones preparing for Heat 3. And so let's have a look at the points together after 2 heats.
Hill 800 in first place, Jones 600 in second, Williams 450 in third, Bjerkins 338 in fourth, and then Gruber and obviously Steve Curtin following up, rather I think out of things by now as we come to the final.
Well, the big question as we approach the final heat now must be not for first position, but what is going to happen with second and third, because World Championship points are counting there, and at this stage in the World Championship every point counts.
Morten Bjerkins certainly knows that, and Werner's back again.
Yes, Werner's got that engine fixed, that beautiful lines of those the Seabold hull, and there you can see the new exhaust system. It's a special box system at the back there, actually designed for the World Sprint Championship. John Hill is coming up to the start pontoon, holding pole position now after 2 heats. Steve Curtin sitting out there quietly in the water. I wonder what thoughts are going through his mind.
I think it could well be that this is the last time we're going to see that particular boat in competition.
Well, it's a very sad comment on a wonderful idea. I keep thinking back to seeing Steve Curtin and how fast he drove 2 or 3 years ago when he could take a turn buoy faster than anybody and quicker than anybody. And since he's got hold of that carbon fibre boat, his form seems to have gone out of the window somehow. There's Tony Williams circling. The drivers do this just to warm their engines up before the start. Don't forget, it is a dead engine start, and these engines can push one of those boats that you're looking at now from 0 to 100 miles an hour in 3.9 seconds.
Yes, it's comparable with a Grand Prix car. And let's just watch it now then as they line up for the start of the final of the German Grand Prix.
A lot of attention there, the top of the restaurant, which has become so much a part of this scene, and they're away off the start dock. Michael Werner's doing well there.
And away they go this time, and are we going to see a repetition of what's happened before? Well, we've got a lot of people close together there. Williams is well up, looking on the inside there. There's a big charge going on, and it looks to me as if this time John Hill has got it from the word go.
Oh, but look at Hill and Williams, and Gruber is up alongside Williams. The German, Hermann Gruber, has suddenly found power from I don't know where, and he nearly hit Williams then. But coming out of the Yacht Club turn, it is Hill in first place, Williams in second, and Gruber in third, with Morten Bjerkins battling almost side by side with Gruber.
Well, John Hill, determined, I'm quite sure, to make it 3 out of 3 and extend that lead to its maximum. He can obviously hope that here in Germany, he can pull himself just 1 jump ahead of the opposition. And the way he's been going, who's to argue with that?
Well, Michael Werner is maintaining a very respectable 5th position. John Jones hasn't even got off the start dock for some reason. I think he's got mechanical problems. John Hill is out in front at the moment with Tony Williams right behind him and Hermann Gruber, the German national champion, finding form that I've never seen before. And Bjerkins is up alongside Gruber. Bjerkins is going to challenge Gruber for 3rd place.
Bjerkins on the left, Gruber on the right of your picture as they streak down there behind John Hill. And behind Williams, who really is pulling everything out of the back. Here comes this battle that's going on behind. Bjerkins there looking as if he's in with a chance, but look at the way Williams is going. I believe that Williams is now closing on Hill.
Williams some 3 seconds behind Hill, Bjerkins some 2 seconds behind Williams. Williams has found excellent form here, repeating his performance in the previous round. And of course, the steering section of his boat, which has what is called an anti-torque system, it takes the strain out of the steering when he goes round the corners, has been fitted since his accident in 1982.
So Williams then determined to hold on to the leader if he can, and Bjerkins equally determined to hold on to Williams. And we've got 3 craft now fighting it out for the first 3 places in this, the final of the German Grand Prix at Hanover.
Williams has slowed. Williams is in trouble. Gruber and Bjerkins have both just shot past him. He's lost engine power enormously there. In fact, so slow that it's just bouncing across the surface of the water. So here is Morten Bjerkins, now in 2nd place.
So with the demise of Williams, Morten Bjerkins is up to 2nd place, and that battle which was for 3rd is now for 2nd. And Morten Bjerkins looks as if he's going to be the man who's going to hold on to that position. But if the German has anything to do with it, it won't be that way.
At every turn buoy, Bjerkins just in the lead, looks over his left shoulder to watch for Hermann Gruber coming down to take the turn just behind him, and you can see how close Gruber now is to Bjerkins. Bjerkens is in an unusual place for him. He's not used to being out in front and having to battle for the lead. So he's really got a big problem on his hands because he just doesn't know how to deal with Hermann Gruber. And Bjerkens really should be looking at how to catch with John Hill.
Well, you can see that Hermann Gruber is very determined to try and come back if he possibly can. We said that he'd have a chance here on his own home ground, and certainly he's proving to work out just that way.
He seems to have pulled out a bit more lead away from Gruber. Gruber's still maintaining very good lap times, but Bjerkens has found that little bit of extra speed. Here is Bill Ormiston coming down to the pit turn. He's done very well this heat. Seems to have sorted his mechanical problems out anyway.
Yes, Bill Ormiston had a fine first heat, a bit disappointing in the second, but this last one's been good. But now look at the German closing up now, all the time on Bjerkens.
He's right behind Bjerkens. In fact, it must be less than a second between them. John Hill is race leader, unquestioned, third heat, and it looks very much as if he's not only going to take the German Grand Prix, but he's going to take top place in every heat.
So it's John Hill in the lead, with Morten Bjerkens still fighting it out for second place, with Hermann Gruber, who's still third, Michael Werner fourth, Bill Ormiston in fifth place, Günther Schreier in fifth place, and already we've had Williams back into the race after his problems, and Jonathan Jones. But look at this battle for second as they come up. The battle for second place here on the inside there of your picture. Morten Bjerkens has got the tight line as they come up to the buoy, and he should be able to hold off the German as a result of this. But it really has been an exciting dice between these two, and nobody would like to absolutely suggest finally who's going to see that flag first, except that we know that Jones is out of the running as far as this heat's concerned, and it's been Hill all the way. There's the flag. Hill has won. Bjerkens has been in second place now all that last battle and has managed to get it to the flag. Hermann Gruber in third place, Werner in fourth place, Ormiston fifth then, Günther Schreier sixth, and a victorious John Hill with maximum points from all three heats comes in for the celebrations at the end of the day.
Well, as Hill comes in, the beef-eated team with a magnificent win there, I should think there's a large grin underneath that bright orange helmet. And as Hill stands up out of his boat, let's have a look, because it gives him 11 points lead, this win in Germany, over his nearest rival in the World Championship. So let's have a look at the points at the end of the third heat.
Right, the third heat then sees John Hill with another 400 points, Morten Bjerkens taking a very well-deserved 300, Hermann Gruber 225 in third place, Werner 169, Ormiston 127, and Schreier 95. So let's have a look at the aggregate for the German Grand Prix. John Hill 1,200 points in first place, Jones 600 in second, Bjerkens only just behind with 596 in third, Williams 521, Gruber 352, and sixth then Ormiston. And now to Eric Michel for the presentation.
Well, this is a position that is becoming very familiar for John Hill, the winner of yet another Grand Prix, world champion, of course, last year, the current world champion, and something he is going for again. But Neville, let's have a look at the World Championship positions after these first 4 rounds of the 1985 World Series.
The 1985 World Championship. John Hill 24 points, Mike Seebold 13, Jonathan Jones 12, John Nichols 10, Billy Seebold 9, and Mark Wilson 6. And that's the top 6 as we go now forward to the next round in Britain at Bristol. And that's probably the most dangerous powerboat race in the world.